Nice that you looking at me. Don't forget to subscribe. Me is a song by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift featuring Brendan Urie of the American band Panic! At the Disco. It was released on April 26, 2019, as the lead single from Swift's seventh studio album, Lover, by Republic Records. Written by Urie, Swift, and Joel Little, and produced by the latter two. Me is an upbeat bubblegum pop and synth pop track driven by a marching band drumline. It is about embracing one's individuality, self-affirmation, and self-love. Music critics described the production as cheery or campy. They either found the track catchy and tongue-in-cheek or deemed it immature and cloying. On the US Billboard Hot 100, Me debuted at number 100 and jumped to number 2 the next week, breaking the record for the biggest single-week jump in the chart's history. The single was certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. It reached the top 10 in many territories and received platinum or higher certifications in Australia, Brazil, Canada, New Zealand, Poland, and the United Kingdom. Swift and Dave Meyers directed the music video for Me, which features bright and colorful aesthetics. Critics commented that it was a symbolic departure from the dark aesthetics of Swift's past album, Reputation, 2017. The video claimed the Vevo record for the highest 24-hour views, amassing over 65.2 million views within its first day of release. In 2019, it won Best Visual Effects at the MTV Video Music Awards, Best Video at the MTV Europe Music Awards, and Best Female International Artist Video at the MTV Video Music Awards Japan. Swift performed Me live on many televised events, including the 2019 Billboard Music Awards, The Voice, and Good Morning America. On April 13, 2019, a countdown to midnight on April 26 appeared on Taylor Swift's website, leading to speculation about the release of new music. On April 25, various news outlets reported that a mural of a butterfly in the Gulch neighborhood of Nashville, Tennessee, painted by street artist Kelsey Montague, was connected with the upcoming release. A crowd of several hundred gathered at the mural as the word, Me, was added to it by Montague. While Montague was initially told that the mural was commissioned as promotion for ABC, ESPN and the 2019 NFL Draft. Swift appeared at the mural and revealed that it was in fact part of her countdown promotion, and that she would be interviewed by Robin Roberts during the NFL Draft broadcast with further information. At the interview, she confirmed the release of a new song and music video at midnight, sharing the title as well as the feature from Urie. Me is a bubblegum and synth pop song driven by a marching band drumline. It was written by Swift, Joel Little of Goodnight Nurse and Brendan Urie of Panic! At the Disco, and produced by Swift and Little. The song was initially developed as a slow, acoustic, piano ballad. In an interview with Robin Roberts, Swift described the song as about embracing your individuality and really owning it. On August 21, 2019, it was reported that the lyric, "Hey, kids, spelling is fun," was removed from all digital and streaming versions of the song, including the album version. Me received mixed reviews from music critics. Forbes's Hugh McIntyre wrote that it isn't just a pop song, it's the momentary escape we all need. Roisin O'Connor of The Independent wrote that Swift once again proves her mastery of the infectious pop hook in one of the most drastic reinventions of her career to date. Times Razor Bruner noted that Swift veers away from her normally specific songwriting to instead offer up an anthem of self-love, and added that even though it doesn't hit the emotional notes of her most memorable work, it makes a strong statement. In an article titled, "Me, Is Everything Wrong with Pop?" The Atlantic's Spencer Kornhaber wrote that the song has almost none of the elements that once made interesting, but it does have a dolphin screech for a chorus. Rob Harvilla of The Ringer opined, "Me is a cloyingly goofy Disney pop confection with an earworm chorus and a certain try-hard insidiousness to it." Writing for Pitchfork, Anna Gacker stated that it is a showcase for the worst and weakest aspects of Swift's work, and added, "It is not hard to write a better song than this." NME's Rhian Daly wrote that the lyrics of Me are just surface messaging about self-love and acceptance. The kind of hollow hashtag positivity that is slapped on greeting cards and slogan t-shirts and sold as empowering. Writing for the Los Angeles Times, Michael Wood stated that the song features her weakest lyrics ever, and that nothing about this song advances our thinking about Swift. Slate's Carl Wilson called it fluffy and immaterial, adding that Swift and Urie just traipse through a kiss and makeup number out of a teen musical. Writing for the Daily Telegraph, Kate Solomon opined that she's concocted what might be her most pop song to date, and went on to say that the low point might be Swift shouting out, "Spelling is fun. Kids," like a manic summer camp counselor, because she's noticed that you can't spell awesome without me. The spin-off's Alice Webb Liddell wrote, "I was prepared to like it until Taylor yelled, 'Spelling is fun,' and from that point in the video I felt a little bit sick." Matthew Macaulay from the same magazine opined that Urie pulled out all of the stops to try and ruin this one. Writing for The Independent, Alexandra Pollard stated that the song is so blandly uncontroversial that there is literally nothing to say about it, and that it has proven something of a damp squib. The song broke 4 Amazon Music records that includes most first-day streams, most first-week streams and most on-demand voice requests with Alexa of a single debut on the platform. On Spotify, Me opened at number 1 on the global Spotify charts with 7.94 million streams dated April 26, 2019, beating her 2017 hit, "Look What You Made Me Do," which opened with 7.90 million streams dated August 25, 2017. Me debuted at number 100 on the Billboard Hot 100, and ascended 98 spots to its peak of number 2 in its second week. Behind Old Town Road by Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, becoming the biggest single-week jump in the Hot 100's history, beating the record previously set by Kelly Clarkson's My Life Would Suck Without You. The song debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Digital Song Sales chart as Swift's record-extending 16th chart topper, with 193,000 sold, and at number 2 on Billboard's streaming song chart, with 50 million US streams garnered within a week. In Canada, Me had a very similar run on the charts as it did in the US. On the Canadian Hot 100, Me opened at number 2, while debuting atop the Canadian Digital Songs Sales chart. In the United Kingdom, Me debuted and peaked at number 3 on the UK Singles chart, becoming Swift's 12th top 10 hit song in Britain. It also sold 67,000 downloads within its first week, making it Britain's second biggest female sales debut of 2019, behind Ariana Grande's 7 Rings. Me garnered the most video streams in the UK among Swift's collaborations, at 18.4 million streams. In Iceland, Me debuted at number 4 on the Íslenski listin, becoming Brendan Urie's highest charting single in the country. In Ireland, Me debuted at number 5 on the Irish Singles Chart on May 4, 2019. In the rest of Europe, Me peaked at number 1 in Hungary, number 3 in Croatia and Israel, number 4 in Iceland. Greece, Latvia, and Slovakia, number 5 in the Czech Republic, Estonia, and Lithuania, number 7 in Austria, number 9 in Norway and Slovenia, and number 10 in Poland. In Australia, Me debuted and peaked at number 2 on the ARIA Singles Chart dated May 4, 2019, becoming Swift's 17th top 10 hit in Australia. In New Zealand, Me debuted at number 3 on the New Zealand Singles Chart, tallying Swift's 14th and Yuri's first top 10 in the country. The music video for Me premiered on YouTube at midnight EDT, 4 o'clock Coordinated Universal Time, on April 26, 2019, in a live premiere format, prefaced by a cue and a chat in the live chat text with Swift. It was directed by Swift and Dave Meyers. On April 27, 2019, it was announced that the music video amassed 65.2 million views within its first day of release, breaking the 24-hour Vivo record previously held by Ariana Grande's "Thank You, Next." The video also broke Swift's personal record set in 2017 with the "Look What You Made Me Do" music video, which garnered 43.2 million views on August 28, 2017. The music video also became the most viewed video in 24 hours by female artist, a record that was later surpassed by Blackpink's "How You Like That" video in June 2020. Swift has stated that there are multiple Easter eggs in the video, and that there are 3 levels of them in the video, from most obvious to least obvious, which point to clues about the upcoming album, single, and tour. It was revealed that "You need to calm down," a line Yuri says to Swift at the beginning in French, would be the second single, and an old-timey, 1940s-sounding instrumental version of the song plays in the background in the same scene. The album title Lover was correctly guessed in advance. Other potential titles that were speculated of being on the album were Kaleidoscope, Home, and Awesome. The portrait of the chicks was later revealed to be a reference to a collaboration for the song, Soon You'll Get Better, on the album. The music video received 3 nominations at the 2019 MTV Video Music Awards, winning Best Visual Effects. A lyric video was released May 1, 2019. The setting of the video seems to be set within a chrysalis. The music video opens with a snake slithering on a floor which then explodes into a flock of colorful butterflies, symbolically ending her previous era, Reputation, where snakes were a motif, and welcoming the inception of the upcoming one. The video pans up to an apartment unit in which Swift and Yuri are engaging in an argument in French, with hard subtitles provided. In the argument, Swift refers to her cats Meredith and Olivia as her daughters. Swift is wearing a black and white tulle dress with floral accents, which is similar to the black and white dress worn by actress Grace Kelly in the film Rear Window. Swift then leaves the room without Yuri and starts singing the song upon closing the door in the hallway. Swift walks down the hallway, and the camera briefly cuts onto a group of framed artwork hung on the apartment of chicks in sunglasses and a portrait of the chicks during the line, and there's a lot of cool chicks out there. Swift is then seen walking to the lobby accompanied with several thunderclouds, one of which is in the form of a snake that tries to swallow her up but turns to dust upon doing so. The video cuts to a scene where a suit-clad Swift dances with her backup dancers, who are holding office bags. Yuri looks out onto the street from the apartment and jumps down the balcony on an umbrella Mary Poppins style wearing a floral print suit. He lands on the roof of a building with a unicorn-shaped eave, where Swift is seen sitting at the edge in a pink dress that turns into a waterfall. This is where the lover sign is spotted. Yuri then tries and fails to win Swift over with classic and banal items such as a bouquet of flowers and a ring. He then awes her by presenting a cat, which Taylor later adopted as her third pet and named Benjamin Button. The camera cuts to Yuri opening his heart, which is revealed to be a kaleidoscope. Swift has revealed on an Instagram livestream that this is a reference to her 2014 song, Welcome to New York, where she sings "Kaleidoscope of Loud Heartbeats Under Coats." Yuri and Swift then sing on a heart-shaped pinkish-orange stage, joined with a band of angels and go-go dancers wearing 1960s mod-style clothing. As the bridge plays, Swift and Yuri don blue marching band uniforms and dance with a group of dancers in the same attire, but pink. The video then cuts to a scene of the duo dancing on a floating window with a psychedelic-esque background. The last scene then depicts Swift in a blue attire that melts into what seems to be liquid bubblegum, while a running Yuri summons the same rain-like pastel liquid around the street. The video ends with the duo entering the same apartment building with an umbrella as the bubblegum rain continues on the street in the night. In her Netflix documentary Miss Americana, Swift describes the concept of the music video as having been based on the song's message of individualism and self-empowerment. By demonstrating the hobbies and characteristics that make herself and Yuri unique, emo kids and musical theater for Yuri, and cats, gay pride, and cowboy boots for Swift. The video broke the Vevo record, as well as the YouTube record for most views in the first 24 hours for a lead female video, and the third most viewed overall, earning 65.2 million views. It also broke the Vevo record of the fastest video to reach 100 million views at the time, doing so in 79 hours. Chris Willman of Variety described the music video as a phantasmagorical delight that induces an instant sugar rush in a bubblegum psychedelia. On May 1, 2019, Swift and Yuri opened the 2019 Billboard Music Awards with a performance of Me. On May 21, 2019, Swift and Yuri performed the song at the finale of the 16th season of The Voice. Swift and Yuri also performed the song on June 1, 2019, at the 2019 Wango Tango. She performed a solo version of the song at the finale of the 14th season of Germany's Next Top Model on May 23. On The Graham Norton Show in the United Kingdom, and at the 8th season of the French version of The Voice, along with Shake It Off, on May 25, 2019. On July 10, 2019, Swift performed the song at her headlining Amazon Prime Day concert along with You Need to Calm Down and a number of songs from her previous albums. She performed the song along with You Need to Calm Down and Shake It Off at a Good Morning America concert in Central Park on August 22. On September 9, Swift performed the song at the City of Lover one-off concert at l'Olympia in Paris, France. She released this live version on digital music platforms on May 17, 2020. On October 19, she performed the song at the We Can Survive charity concert in Los Angeles. She performed the song on the Sakiri Morning Show in Tokyo, Japan on November 7. And the Alibaba Singles Day Gala in Shanghai, China on November 10. On December 8, Swift performed the song at Capital FM's Jingle Bell Ball 2019 in London. On December 13, she performed the song at iHeartRadio Z100's Jingle Ball in New York City. Hours after the song's release, ABC and ESPN used the song for their intro for Night 2 of the 2019 NFL Draft. A day after Swift broke the news of the song's release, in an interview with ABC's Robin Roberts. The song was also used in a commercial Swift filmed in partnership with Capital One in 2019. The song was excluded from the setlist for the Eras tour, but was performed as a surprise song on the November 20, 2023 show in Rio de Janeiro. on May 29, 2019. American duo Nikki and Gabby released a parody of Me on YouTube. On June 28, 2021, a cover of Me by Taiwanese singer Tsuyu, a member of South Korean girl group Twice, featuring Bang Chan of Stray Kids, was released. A 10-second teaser of the cover was posted to YouTube on June 22, 2021, which accumulated 1.7 million views in a day. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.